Start. Speak louder.
In many people's life, we so often like to fill any empty space with stuffs or things. Like if our stomach is empty, we like to fill it with food. And if there is space in the room, we like to fill it with furniture. I also notice that I sometimes listen to YouTube, and that is like filling my mind with words, thoughts, or music. So, my question is, why are we obsessed with stuffing emptiness with things? Why can't we leave emptiness as emptiness? And is meditation actually emptying the space of the mind from these words, thoughts, music, and things?
Start.
In many people's life, we so often like to fill any empty space with stuffs or things.
First of all, an authentic seeker, a genuine seeker, an honest seeker should not be concerned about others. Never ask a question many people ask your own question. Now, what is the second line?
Like if our stomach is empty, we like to fill it with food.
We have become all perverted and unnatural. When the stomach is empty, when you are hungry, that means when there is fire in your body, that means that the body needs food, so it should be provided. But our hunger is more psychological than physiological. We use our body to satisfy our psychological and mental greed, not need. If you are eating some tasty food, it gives you pleasure. So most of us, all those people who are unconscious, who are not alert and aware, they eat food more for satisfying their taste bud than for fulfilling the need of the body. So this example is wrong. When the body needs food, then you have to provide it. But when you are unnatural, then you will eat when it is not needed. And you will not eat when it is needed. And because we feel bored, because we feel very empty inside, or when we are depressed, someone has cheated us, our friendship has ended, our lover has cheated us, then we feel very empty. So when we feel very empty, we think that if we go on eating it more and more food, we go on stuffing ourselves, we go on eating junk food, then it will become a substitute for love or our sex need. So all the time we are going in wrong direction. Food should not be made into something psychological or mental. It should be, we should listen to the body what it needs. I'm not saying that if the food is tasty, you have to make it bitter or you need to eat all the time untasty food. But the real purpose of eating food is to give nourishment to the body, give energy to the body so that it can create something. Read.
And if there is space in the room, we like to fill it with furniture.
Why you like to fill it with furniture?
Because either the furniture,
Because you hate emptiness.
either the furniture is something I need like functionally, or
If you need furniture, whatever is needed should be there. But other than what is needed, why you want to have furniture? Why you want to fill that space with furniture?
that is my
Is it?
question. Yes.
No, I am saying that it may be fulfilling your ego, that you can buy furniture. You have become a god in a small scale. Emptiness is not created by you, but furniture at least you can buy. And there is a very thin line between greed and need. So the more conscious you will become, the more you will know what is needed and what is not needed. So what you were saying?
I was just saying that that was not my case. For buying furniture, I don't feel it's fulfilling my ego, Swami. It's more either it's functional or aesthetic. But the thing is that why there is always a need to fill the space with things. Why not just leave it empty?
You are asking about yourself or you are asking about the whole world?
I ask for myself.
Then ask, just remain confined to yourself. Why you have to be concerned about what others are doing? Are you filling your space with furniture or not, which are not needed? You have certain sickness, you have certain disease. So you should be concerned about your disease. If you go to the doctor, you are not asking about the whole neighbor's sickness and disease. You ask about your disease. Why when you have any psychological problem, then why you have to bring this word we? Why can't you say I? But you yourself had said that you have collected a lot of things in your old house. Maybe now you don't want, but it used to be a case for you also.
Yes, Swami, yes.
So just be focused on yourself so that you can get the right answer also.
Okay.
Now read further.
I also notice that I sometimes listen to YouTube, and that is like filling my mind with words, thoughts, or music.
This is very natural, very when you are feeling empty, you want to fill it with something. It is said that nature abhors vacuum. Nature doesn't like vacuum, so we want it to be filled by something. Because to remain empty is possible only when you are not at all interested in ego. Otherwise, you will feel you are dying. Now read.
So my question is, why am I obsessed with stuffing emptiness with things? Why can't I leave emptiness as emptiness?
This question, why, we ask all the time. You just accept that this is the case. Why? There is no answer to these whys. Now, if you want to get rid of your sickness, then something has to be needed, something has to be done. We are always moving from one extreme to the other extreme. We cannot remain in the middle. Now, this obsession happens to those people who are meditating, that they want to remain empty. But that is again a new game of the ego. You cannot accept yourself as you are. You want all the time the fight should continue, the conflict should continue. Emptiness, to become empty, is not also the final thing. Final thing is to become conscious. And to be empty is like cleaning the ground. If you want to sow seed of wheat or rice, then first you have to clean the ground, remove all unwanted things, all kind of weeds, stones, grasses, wild bushes. And when you have removed everything, then only you can put the seed. Otherwise, it will spoil all your effort. So, only when you have come to know your inner emptiness, and only when you have become empty, in that emptiness, in that inner emptiness, you will realize this consciousness. The moment you have known your inner emptiness, that emptiness is filled by this consciousness, by the consciousness. It is the other side of the coin. If you are not empty, you will never become conscious. Because you are all the time lost in your thoughts, in your feeling, in your mood, in your anger, in your sexuality, in your greed, in your ambition. These are waves in the ocean. If you want to know the ocean, then you have to disidentify, get rid of waves. The ocean has to become still. Only then it can realize itself. So once you are empty, you have prepared the ground for consciousness to be there, to take its place. Without being empty, you will not realize this consciousness. You will not know your nature, which is of being conscious. And once you have emptied yourself, once you have become conscious, then you will know that this emptiness which you were running away from is your very nature. You can go on trying to fill yourself with anything, whether it is furniture or things or love from someone or food or all kind of garbage. But it cannot be filled because that is your very nature. It is like your inner nature is like a bucket which has no base. You can go on pouring water into it from top, but from the bottom everything goes out. Nothing remains in it. So this desire to fill yourself with anything is not possible, cannot happen. So once you have known your real nature, which is of emptiness, and then you are conscious also. Then you are a master, what you want to listen, what you want to do, which furniture you want to keep, because you have the inner light now. So you can decide. But even if you are surrounded by furnitures or things, once you have known your inner nature, you know that the emptiness is your inner nature. It can never be corrupted or polluted by anything from outside. And once you are conscious, then you have the choice. You can choose. You can have the preference, what you want to listen, what you don't want to listen, what you want to read, what you don't want to read. Now read the last line.
Is meditation actually emptying the space of the mind from these words, thoughts, music, and things?
Yes, meditation, first of all, is preparing the ground. Only when you are empty, you can become conscious. So first you have to empty yourself of the more important thing is the desire that you can fill it with anything. You will realize that it cannot be filled. So the desire will disappear to fill it. You will realize that there is no way to fill it. because emptiness is your very nature. And only if your nature is of emptiness, you have all the possibility to enjoy anything, but nothing can fill you. And it's a blessing that nothing can fill you. Otherwise, once you are filled with something, then you cannot enjoy anything else. You are already full of it. So there is no scope for anything new. So because your very nature is emptiness, you can be in love with millions of people. You can listen to millions of songs, but still you will remain empty. Once you are freed from, once that whatever you were listening or reading is gone, you are again in your emptiness, totally pure, just like a mirror. Only when something is there, the mirror reflects it. Once the object is gone, the mirror again is empty. So you have to realize, you have to know your nature. So the way is to just don't identify yourself with anything. Don't cling to anything. Enjoy thing and then forget it. Meditation is definitely first being empty. Because if you remain filled with thoughts, ideas, emotions, sexuality, feeling, greed, anger, then the consciousness cannot be reflected in your mirror, in the mirror of your mind. Hello, is it clear, everything, or you have anything more to ask about it?
Nothing more to ask, Swami. Very, very clear. Yes, beyond excellent, Swami.
Are you trying to buttress me?
No, Swami, but really very clear, Swami.
Okay.